The film begins with a girl named Helena, who has been living in a spaceship called Orbital 9 for the past 20 years. It's revealed that this spaceship is heading towards the planet Celestial to determine if it's habitable for humans. Because the Earth is slowly being destroyed and the human population is increasing, humans are searching for new planets to live on. Helena was actually brought to the spaceship by her parents 20 years ago. She grew up there with them. They knew it would take them 40 years to reach Celestial. One day, after 20 years, their spaceship suddenly malfunctions. Oxygen begins leaking rapidly. This increases the risk that all three of them will die in the spaceship and will not be able to complete their mission to reach Celestial. To save this mission and their daughter, Helena's parents made a drastic decision and sacrificed their lives by jumping from their spaceship into space, hoping to save oxygen for their daughter and ensure she could reach her destination. 3 years have passed since then, and Helena is living alone on the spaceship. However, the spaceship still lacks enough oxygen to carry Helena to her destination. Space Control informs Helena that numerous space stations have been built in space, and someone from there may come to her aid. Therefore, Helena is not too worried. One day, while Helena is carrying out her routine work, her spaceship experiences a powerful jolt. This was the first time such a thing had happened to her spaceship. She checked the control panel and discovered that a small spacecraft was being attached to her spaceship. Shortly after, a space engineer named Alex enters Helena's spaceship. Helena was very surprised to see him, as it was the first time she had seen a third person other than her mom and dad. Alex had also brought a small robot with him. He told Helena, "I only have 50 hours, and in these 50 hours, I have to fix the oxygen tank of your spaceship." Alex gets to work, and when night falls, Helena invites him to dinner. Alex wasn't keen on having dinner with her, but then he agrees. At night, Alex rests inside the spaceship, and Helena observes him closely. Feelings begin to awaken in Helena's heart, and they spend the night together. When Helena woke up this morning, it was a very different day for her. She was very happy. She went to Alex excitedly, but Alex didn't say anything to her, telling her that his work was finished and he was leaving. Helena's joy was instantly shattered. Elena is further enraged by the fact that Alex didn't even say goodbye to her. After leaving the spaceship, we see Alex walking through a hallway. He then returns to the top, revealing that Alex wasn't in space at the time, but on Earth. The twist is that Orbiter 9 isn't even the spaceship where Helena has been living for the past 20 years. Orbiter 9 is actually a bunker where Helena is being experimented on. When Alex leaves, it's revealed that it's a complete facility guarded by military personnel, with a sign outside the facility labeled Project Orbiter. Alex goes and meets his boss, who is actually the head of the project. Here, we learn the details of the project and learn that there are 10 orbiters. It's in these that people like Helena are kept, unaware that they're in a facility on Earth. Experiments are being conducted on their brains and behaviors so that scientists can learn how humans will behave when they are truly sent to a celestial planet. Alex tells his boss that the experiment is going well. But isn't this an injustice to those 10 people who don't even know the truth? Their lives are being ruined in those bunkers. The boss tells Alex to relax. The sacrifice of those 10 people is for humanity. After 20 years, if this experiment is successful, we will finally send the first spaceship to a celestial planet where humans will build a new world for themselves. The boss tells Alex that this experiment is very important for us because all of humanity needs to be sent to another planet, and no risk can be taken for this. After hearing this, Alex now leaves for home. The radio news announces that today marks 5 years since the first spacecraft to reach a celestial planet was destroyed. This was the first spacecraft Alex supervised, heading towards Celestial Island. However, upon launch, the entire spacecraft was destroyed, killing all the crew and scientists on board. No other spacecraft has ever been sent to a celestial planet since. Alex has fallen into a state of depression since the accident, and is now undergoing treatment. After returning home, Alex begins to miss Helena and asks his robot to play the recorded footage of Helena. He is again overcome with guilt over the fact that Helena's life is being ruined by that spell. When his thoughts become too disturbing, he goes to his psychiatrist. He had never met her face-to-face before. They used to talk to her through a screen. Alex shares his thoughts about how scientists are using 10 people like lab rats, and Alex is worried about them all. After completing his session, Alex returns home and starts looking at Helena's pictures again. He misses Helena so much that he decides to go back to her bunker. Inside her spaceship, Helena sees that her spaceship is shaking. Her AI system tells her that another spacecraft is attaching to her spaceship. She is shocked. She hadn't called anyone for help. Shortly after, Alex arrives inside the spaceship, and Helena is shocked to see that she wasn't wearing a spacesuit. Alex reveals the truth to her. You're not in space. You're on Earth right now, and this is an experimental facility. If you want to get out of this, you have to come with me right now. Helena couldn't believe what he was saying. She had been here for the past 20 years. Alex then took out the cameras installed there and showed them to Helena. He explained that she had been experimented on since childhood. She was being monitored, her behavior and her body were being observed. While talking, he went to the control panel and merged Helena's previously recorded CCTV footage with the live footage so that no one would suspect her when she left. He left his robot there to trace Helena's movements so that no one would suspect that Helena had left Orbiter 9. Alex then took Helena out of the bunker. Upon coming out, Helena's heart rate increased rapidly because she was seeing light for the first time. She was shocked by the surroundings, as if everything was fake. Alex knew that getting Helena out of here would not be easy. Therefore, he puts Helena in a box so that her body cannot be tracked, puts it in his trunk, and brings her home. After returning home, Alex begins to tell Helena the truth. He explains, "I'm a scientist and a big part of this project." After explaining the details of the project, he also tells Helena that he didn't come to fix the oxygen tech that day. He came to check the AI system. Alex also tells her that her parents are still alive. Hearing this, Helena is shocked and requests to meet them. Alex then tells her, "Don't make this mistake. The project they dedicated their entire lives to is more important to your parents than you. They also work for the military and our agency. If you go to them, they will hand you over to them again." Helena begins exploring Alex's house, observing everything with amazement. Shortly after, it begins to rain, and it's the first rain of Helena's life. She enjoys it immensely. The next day, we see Alex visiting his psychiatrist. He explains that he's taken a stand for Helena and finally brought her out. The psychiatrist is amazed by his bravery and, for the first time, approaches him and gives him her card, saying, "If you ever need my help, you can call me." Returning home, Alex finds Helena in his control room. She was in the room. He sat down and began explaining everything to her. He told her that from here, he was monitoring the 10 people inside the orbiters, which they considered spaceships. All they knew was that they were traveling in space, but in reality, they were being experimented on. Their entire orbiter was equipped with cameras, except for the bedroom and bathroom. Hearing this, Helena became frightened and said, "If I don't see you now, the authorities will know I'm not there." Alex then explained that he had already merged her recorded footage with the live footage, so no one would suspect anything. Alex also revealed another important truth to Helena. No one would be able to escape these orbiters for life. 20 years from now, when their time in orbit is up, they will be told that due to a system problem, they have gone astray. It will take another 20 years to reach a celestial planet. At that time, the orbiters will actually be launched into space. This way, humans will never emerge from orbiters for the rest of their lives. "Look, I brought you out," Alex tells her. "This is all for the sake of humanity." That night, Alex takes Helena to a nightclub and introduces her to his friends. When all of Alex's friends ask about Helena, asking where she came from, Alex deflects their conversation. A few days pass, and Alex notices some marks on Helena's body and, worried, takes her to his doctor friend. After examining her, his friend tells him that it's surprising. Helena's skin is extremely sensitive, as if she had never been out in the sun. The doctor sensed something was amiss, so Alex didn't hide anything from him and told him that he had rescued Helena from the orbiter. The two return home, and the next day, when Alex isn't home, Helena goes to Alex's office. There, she finds a file on all the orbiters. While checking her own, she discovers a shocking truth. She wasn't a normal human being, but rather a clone. Alex had hidden this truth from her, and she was devastated. This same file also contained the address of Helena's paints, the device used to clone her. Helena decides to meet them and leaves Alex's house alone. When Alex returns home, he searches for Helena. When he can't find her, he goes to his office and, seeing her open file, realizes that Helena has left to visit her parents. Helena now meets her parents and is angry at them for leaving her in the orbiter. Helena is also heartbroken because she no longer feels human. Her mother explains to her, "Look, even though you're not a normal child, you were created with the same genes as us humans, and I am your adopted mother. I carried you in my womb for 9 months like a normal child." While they're talking, Helena's father ties Helena to the railing and calls the authorities to come and take her away. Helena understands that Alex was right. Her parents were more important to her than their project. But Helena's mother still harbors feelings for Helena. She knocks her husband unconscious, hitting him on the head with something, and then drives Helena away just before the authorities arrive. She runs through the streets for a while, then she finds Alex, who is also searching for her. Elena didn't want to talk to him, because he had also hidden the truth from her. Now, Alex, too, had no words to defend himself. He simply embraced Helena. The authorities now know that Helena has escaped the orbiter, causing panic among the people there. The authorities decide to kill Helena because their project was supposed to remain secret until they launched the orbiters into space. Alex knew the authorities would soon find him. So, he takes Elena to a psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist agrees to hide her. Military soldiers, who had been searching everywhere for Helena and Alex, visit all the homes of their contacts, searching for them. They also come to the psychiatrist's house. The psychiatrist panics upon seeing them, and they realize that the psychiatrist had hidden them. At this time, Helena and Alex were behind the crane from which she always spoke to her patients. Helena and Alex could see these sobry people. When the psychiatrist doesn't tell them the truth, they shoot the psychiatrist. Helena screams at the sight of a murder in front of her for the first time. They are caught there, and before anyone can catch them, they escape the building and start running upwards. They had only gone a short distance when Helena decided to stop. She knew that the authorities would catch them anyway, no matter how much they ran. Therefore, she surrenders herself so that at least Alex can escape. At night, Alex arrives at the ruined nightclub. He also meets his friend, the doctor, and learns that the people at his company had beaten him up for asking about the same thing. The doctor reveals to him another surprising fact. He had conducted numerous tests on Helena, and the test reports revealed that Helena cannot survive in Earth's environment because she has been inside the orbiter for the past 20 years. If she is to survive, she must return to the orbiter. Thinking about this, Alex gets a new idea and immediately returns to his company. We learn that the authorities were ordering Helena's execution because they knew that Helena had discovered a way to escape from Orbiter 9 and that she could no longer remain inside. Before they could kill Helena, Alex arrives and tells his boss, "Listen to me. Helena is pregnant, and I am the father of the child. Helena can't survive in Earth's environment. I've had her undergo numerous tests. If she's to survive, she must go inside Orbital 9. I have an idea that will keep your secret safe. Your mission will be accomplished, and Helena and I will have a settled life. Helena and I will live inside Orbiter 9, that we will raise our child there, and when the time comes, we'll even travel to space. What more could Boss want? He agrees to Alex's request, and finally, Helena's life is spared, and they are both sent inside Orbiter 9. Time passes, and we are shown a scene from 20 years later. Boss has grown old by this time, and the time has come for those orbiters to be launched into space. He was standing outside Orbiter 9 when a young girl emerged from the bunker. This girl was Helena and Alex's daughter. The girl looks up at the sky when she hears a loud noise and discovers that Orbiter 9 has now been launched into space. Their experiment was successful, and all the orbiters were now headed toward the celestial planets. This was a huge success for them, and the movie ends with just this.